Hi guys, today I'm gonna do my part 3 of my movies worth watching series. If you didn't see part 1 and part 2, I'll have them linked below. Part 1 was about science fiction films, part 2 was time travel, and this one's going to be plot twist / mind-blown films. So things that you think are one thing, you watch them, they're a different one, and you're just like, whoa, I did not see that coming. Some of the films that I put in part 1 and part 2 could be into this category as well, but I just decided to put them in a separate one, but please check those out if you want more recommendations. My first film is going to be Shutter Island, which was directed by Martin Scorsese and it stars Leonardo DiCaprio. It follows the story of a detective who goes to this island, which is like a prison / psychiatric ward, I guess, where there's a prisoner missing. One of the prisoners has escaped and he has to follow the clues and stuff to see who that person is and where that person is and all that stuff. It feels like a mystery sort of film, but trust me, this is so good. I've seen it so many times, came out in 2010, and I just love it so much. It's one of those that when it ends, not only does it have a plot twist, but when it ends, you're just thinking about what it all means, and I love those kind of films, so that's why I'm putting it in this video. Number 2 is The Prestige, which was directed by Christopher Nolan and it stars Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. I feel like this film wasn't as popular as other Christopher Nolan films, but I feel like it deserves a lot more recognition and it's really good. The story is two magicians in the 19th century who are trying to be better than the other and do better tricks than the other. It seems like a really silly premise and you might be like, I don't know if I want to watch that, but trust me, it's Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, you know that's a recipe for something really good, and I'm also putting it in this video because I really love it. Again, it's something unexpected like all the films in this video, but I just feel like it deserves a lot more recognition than it gets, so please go ahead and watch it. Another Christopher Nolan film is Memento. This one's a bit older, it's from 2000, but I feel like this film is like the epitome of mind-blowing films. It's just done so well that I don't know, I feel like I should have put it in the first place, but I didn't, but I love it. Again, this is one that when you watch it, you just are completely crazy over it, you need to watch it again. And same with all of these, I guess, also with Shutter Island. When you watch it the first time, you don't realize where all the clues are to the end of the film, but you have to re-watch it and then you realize all this stuff was there in the first place, I guess. This one's a bit more complicated to watch than the others, I guess. It's a bit more difficult because it's done a bit weird, but let me explain. The film is about a guy who is tracking the guy who raped and killed his wife, but he has this form of memory loss, so he doesn't really remember stuff, so what he does is he gets it tattooed. So clues and stuff that he knows, he like gets it tattooed on his body, so when he wakes up, when he forgets all the stuff, he can look at his body and know where all the clues are. I say that it's complicated to watch because it's filmed, part of it is in color and part of it is in black and white, and each of them represents a different thing and follows a different timeline sort of thing. I feel like it's not that hard to understand once you see all the little clues in it. I don't want to tell you how it all works and how it's easier to watch it because I feel like that's part of the experience. But if you really want to know, if you start watching it and you're struggling, please let me know and I can tell you how it's easier to watch. Like, I can tell you the little tip to know. So it's easier to watch, but I just don't want to say it to everyone just because I feel like it's part of it. I watched this one at university for one of my classes and loved it ever since. Now here's the newest one out of all of them. It is Arrival, which came out in 2016, so very recently. I loved it just because I feel like this film, for me, it's sort of the same as Contact, which I put in my science fiction episode. That film Contact meant so much to me when I watched it as a kid. So for me, Arrival, it's the same thing but done now. And I feel like it's gonna represent the same thing for some kids that might watch it now. I don't know if that makes sense. So in this film, Amy Adams plays a linguist who is brought onto this project along with other scientists and the military and all that stuff, because there are some spaceships sort of things that have appeared on Earth and they don't know what they are, they don't know if aliens are coming to Earth and all that stuff, so she's brought to this project to be able to communicate with those aliens. Again, it's a science fiction film with mystery elements, but I am putting it on this video because there's something in it you don't expect or you kind of see coming a little bit. I did kind of see it coming, to be honest, but I still think a lot of people did it, and I still think it has a plot twist, so it fits within this video. And it's really good, and I loved it, and I feel like it should have won so many Oscars, but it didn't. But yeah, I love this film, and it's also directed by the same guy who did Sicario. If you guys haven't seen Sicario with Emily Blunt, that's also really good. Doesn't have anything to do with this video, but I just like it, so yeah. And the fifth one is going to be The Fight Club, which is so popular, so known, but I feel like a lot of younger people haven't watched it, so I want to tell you guys about it just in case you're one of those people or you just haven't watched it because you didn't know it was that good. It came out in 1999, so it's the oldest one out of all the ones that I'm putting in this video, and it stars Brad Pitt. It's about a fight club, like the title says, and it's very hard to explain what this film is about because I feel like it does many crazy things within it. There's not just one plot twist. I feel like the whole movie is a plot twist every single moment of it, but it's really good. It follows this guy who I think has insomnia or something, and he's struggling with his life. He meets this other guy, and then they go on to the Fight Club, and this film is just insane as well. When I first watched it, I had to then go onto Google to see all the stuff that I had missed and what everything meant, because I just couldn't figure everything out. And if you go online and you look this one up, just beware, there are so many theories for so many things that happen within it, but it's just crazy and I really like it. I didn't know it was one of those with a plot twist. I just thought it was an action film, but it's not. Trust me, you're in for a surprise. So those are going to be all the 5 films for this video. If you guys have any suggestions on what the next one should be, please let me know in the comments. I do have some ideas, but in case you guys want something different. I really hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later with another video. Bye!